AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.
AllBall, suckers, gentlemen. We live.
We live.
Big Flea. Never the little one.
The biggest. We here.
Yeah, y'all know what this is.
KNICKS Rehab.
KNICKS Rehab.
I see her already in the building. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant. Tori B is in the building, fellas. We got one of the AllBall ladies in the building. Please speak to the beautiful ladies and be respectful. Tori B, good evening. What's good?
La Turia.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get right into it. The Knicks lose. Tough game. Game 5. 106-103 to the Detroit Pistons. 24 for Cade Cunningham. He didn't have a great shooting night. 11 and 12 from the free throw line. 5 turnovers, 8 assists, 22 for Asur Thompson. He had a big game. He stepped up. 17 for Tobias Harris. He's just been a pest really on Karl Anthony Towns. 10 points from Malik Beasley and 14 for Shooter off the bench, who had some big free throws to end the game. The Knicks had 6 guys in double figures. 19 for OG Anunoby, get to that in a second. 8 rebounds for him. 15, 7 rebounds, and 6 assists for Josh Hart. Double-double for Karl Anthony Towns, 17 and 11, 5 of 14 from the field. That seemed to be the theme from the big dogs throughout the both teams. Cade Cunningham didn't shoot great. Karl Anthony Towns did not shoot great. Mikal Bridges, that last three-point shot that got us within 3, made a big difference. He was 7 of 16. Before that, he didn't really shoot well. Jalen Brunson did not shoot well at all. 16 points, just as many shots, 16 shots, 4 of 16 from the field, 1 of 4 from 3. He hurt his ankle late in the game, tweaked his ankle. He looks bad. Josh Hart on the same exact play. Oh, no, the play before, I think it was. Like twisted his hip or something. He couldn't even get up. Let's kind of get right into it. But let's say hello
to. She's in the building, y'all. The beautiful, the lovely, the extravagant Miss Darlene Bryant is in the building. Good evening, Miss Darlene Bryant. Fellas, please, man, speak to the ladies. Y'all know we get excited when the ladies is in the building.
Darlene B, what up? What up, baby?
AllBall, what's your immediate reaction to the game? What do you think about this game 5 at the Garden? We did not close this out.
Typical Knicks. I blame this on 3 things: Jalen Brunson, Tom Thibodeau, and all the bandwagoners that was at the game tonight, hoping we was gonna win so they could celebrate like if they was down when we was bad. Stephen A., Russell Wilson, just a plethora of celebrities that just come out of nowhere. So those are my 3 blames. But in all seriousness, Jalen Brunson, if you're not healthy, if you're not ready to go, you got to figure out another way to try to help us win the ball game. From the start, it was weird. The energy was terrible. We was all on a group text, and it just the first maybe 3-4 minutes, it was just like, what is this? We got out muscled, we got out rebound. Duren just did whatever he wanted at the rim, from lobs to offensive rebounds. We just was flat tonight. And the only reason why I'm very upset is because it was at home. If it was on the road, then maybe I can understand. But we're at home. You know what the city is waiting for, to celebrate and move on to the next round. I got to give a shout out to Tori B. because she constantly keeps us humble. In these lives, she shows up. Big shout out to everybody in live. They all show up. But she be the only one that be in them comments saying, fellas, stay right here. Y'all looking, to the next round. We still got a series to win. But very disappointing. Very disappointed. I'm disappointed in everybody. Only person that I'm probably not disappointed in is OG. I think the first quarter he had 3 blocks. Very aggressive. And then they just stopped giving him the ball. At this point, I don't know what Tom Thibodeau can do. I'm not gonna sit up here and go crazy and rant and curse Tom Thibodeau out and say fire him. I'm not going through that tonight. But I don't know what he can do. These guys are vets. Some of these guys been in the league between 5 to 10 years. A lot of these guys know what it is to play high-level basketball, whether it's conference finals, whether it's finals, whether it's championships in the college basketball game. And it just seems like at times we don't know what the hell we doing. It was too many times we look confused on the court. Detroit beat us to all the 50-50 balls. We had Butterfingers. It was plenty of times we could have got the ball on a turnover and gave it right back to him. But I put this on Brunson and Thibs. If we know you're injured, it's Thibs' job as the coach to figure out another way to win the ball game. But Brunson, if you don't have it, figure something else out, bro. Figure something else out. Cat, he doesn't touch the ball enough. They are allowing Tobias Harris to guard and defend Cat, which should be impossible. And Tobias is not playing good defense. I'm not going to sit up here and cry about the refs, but he does a lot of holding and he does a lot of fouling. But they're not going to call it because you're not playing tough guy. You're not playing big. You're not playing your size. You want a perimeter. You want to take that bum-ass nigga on the block and force the refs to call a foul. But tonight was just terrible. I don't know what happened. I really don't. I have no excuse. I'm confused just like how they was on the court. And it's like, yo, we up 3-1. We at home. Why not close it out? Why not close it out? And then we had opportunity after opportunity. We missed a lot of free throws, a la Brunson. So for me, a game like tonight was very important because Brunson now gets time to rest and heal that ankle. But now you got to turn right back around and go to Detroit, which is going to be hostile, to try to win the game 6. So for me tonight, I blame everybody but OG, but I'm putting most of the blame on Brunson and Thibs because Thibs is the coach and Brunson is our captain, our leader, and our best player. And once again, if you're injured, find another way to get Cat the ball. Thibs, you the coach. Find a way to get Cat the ball. Go through Cat. Curse his ass out. Bruh, get your ass on the block. Straight up and down. Get on the block. There was times where Mitch brought so much energy. But for me, we have to get Cat involved more. I'm sorry. Mikal Bridges doesn't affect the game offensively. And he gets cooked defensively. Yeah, the big shot at the end of the game, but come on, man. How many shots these guys miss? How many free throws these guys miss? Detroit is not all that. I'm here to say it first. They got a lot of regular weed niggas. They just out hustling us and they just trying to play tough. And they fouling and they holding. But them niggas is regulars. Them niggas ain't no za. They athletic. They tough. That coach mentally is tough. And you can tell the way they're playing, that's his coaching style. That's the only way they're going to have a chance to beat us. But Thibs has to find a way to counter that. I don't want to argue with my brother Flea tonight, but I got to put a lot of this on Thibs. You have to find a way to outcoach this guy because they're going to play the same way night in and night out. And if you don't tell Cat, get your big ass on the block and punish Tobias Harris. So for me, I'm very disappointed. We still had an opportunity to win the game. It was tied up for a while. The Rim got 2 offensive rebounds and putbacks or for like some shit that we should have got the rebound. So for me, I'm very upset because this was at home. This was at home. We started complaining to the refs again. We started putting a lot of energy into that. All through the series, we didn't do none of that. Tonight, we complain. Play. We are the better team and have the better talent. But I did not know Brunson was hobbled and injured like this. So listen, man. I'm big on bro. If you ain't got it, be a decoy. Be a decoy. You know, but this was a bad loss. This is typical Knicks. This is what we do. Get excited for nothing. Can't finish at home. Now, you know, we're forced to go into Detroit for game 6 with a hobbled Brunson and expect, you know, to really pull us off. So for me, you know, we lost this game. Detroit ain't win this game. They didn't do anything special. It was a lot of ticky-tack calls and fouls on both ends. I'm not gonna sit in and complain and blame the refs because everybody gets away with a lot of nonsense. But Detroit ain't do nothing special. We lost this game by our star players not showing up and our coach at times looking discombobulated, like he don't know what the fuck he's doing over there. It was too many times we was out of control, and I'm saying, Tim, just call a timeout, get us under control. It was a play where like 2-3 times in a row where we just couldn't keep our hands on the ball. So for me, like I said, man, we look very undisciplined at time. We rushing for what? For what? So just bad from a coaching standpoint, from a basketball standpoint, from the guys on the floor with their play. Everybody gets blamed. Everybody gets equal blame. The bench, like I said, Big Mitch did what he had to do. Once again, Deuce, irrelevant off the bench. Just a bad loss, man. Flea, you can have it. The floor is yours. Just a terrible loss. I'm a Brunson stan, and tonight he was horrific. And my motto: if you're injured and can't play, stay off the court. If you get on the court, I expect you to play and perform how I know you can perform. And today he was terrible, and it starts with him. So it's just a bad loss, and I'm a little nervous, man, because like I said, you know, the Knicks is just sometimes we have bad luck. And big shout out to all the bandwagoners. I really blame them as well. So I got, you know, for my blame is Thibs, Brunson, Stephen A. Russell Wilson, and all the other celebrities who literally never thought about coming to a Knicks game until tonight. Bad loss, man. Bad loss.
Flea, you were saying it from the outset. You didn't like the energy at all. At all. I was trying to hold on, and you said, nah, man, this cannot continue for the rest of the game. This is not a great start. What's your reaction to the game? And of course, AllBall's comments.
I mean, I don't have a lot of like separating the pie and giving a bunch of different guys blame. Like you said, you know, I jumped in the group chat within the first 3 minutes of the game, the first couple of possessions of the game, and said, this is not how we need to be playing basketball. Just straight up. This is not how we need to be playing. The energy is not the way it needs to be. The attention to detail is not where it needs to be. The sense of urgency is not where it needs to be. So I'm not going to, you know, blame a bunch of different guys. The entire team did not come ready to close them out. We're up 3-1 in a series. After we just won 2 games on the road, 2 tough games on the road, coming back home for a closeout game. You know, the last time we won a closeout game was in 1999 at the crib. Like, that's a long time, right? And we had the opportunity to close out the game at the crib, and we just didn't do it. Nobody had energy tonight. You know, you could talk to me about the box score. This is one of those games where I don't really care what the box score looks like. What I do know is that our 2 best players combined to miss 20 shots tonight. Unacceptable. Unacceptable. Not in a closeout game. You can't have that, right? Brunson has looked heroic the last 4 games. Heroic. We're talking about putting him, I'm looking at graphics of him next to Michael Jordan. Nobody's done this since Michael Jordan. I don't give a fuck about that. Don't talk to me about that. Because at the end of the day, we didn't close out the series. We got a lot more basketball to play. And this is just the beginning of the playoffs. So I don't really care if he's done that to start the series. We come out and lay an egg. We had 7 points in the first 7 minutes of the game, y'all. In the 7-minute mark, we had 7 points in the first quarter. No aggression. We took their hearts the last 2 games. The enders of those last 2 games should have snatched all the confidence away from Detroit. They're coming into tonight like, yo, we might go home tonight. We in Madison Square Garden. We looking around. Everybody, like OG just said, everybody that's not usually here is here. We seeing a lot of different faces that we usually don't see. It's a different environment. And we just didn't take advantage of the moment. We could talk about spots, right? I thought OG was great on both sides of the ball when you take a look at him. I thought Josh Hart was great. Again, he gets in positions where he's the one that's pushing the pace. Why is it never we always talk about get the ball out of Josh Hart's hands, right? But why is it never Brunson pushing that pace? It's always other guys that have to initiate pushing the pace, which again puts us in position to get easy baskets. We went on that run when we were pushing pace, playing defense. And Brunson wasn't the guy pushing the ball. It's a catch-22. I know I don't like Josh Hart with the ball in his hands a lot. But if he's the guy that's going to push the ball and put pressure on the defense, well, damn it, go ahead. Because 9 times out of 10, you're going to get to the rim. You're either going to get fouled, you're going to get a layup. Something positive is going to happen. You ain't going to always turn it over. We got to go with what works. And what works is playing defense. It starts there. We didn't do that tonight. I thought we got pushed around a lot. OG was talking about the way Tobias Harris looked. And we're talking about, he doesn't play a good defense. I can agree with that. He's not playing great defense. I think Cat is letting him off the hook, completely off the hook. Every time you get the basketball, you should be trying to take advantage of him, not take him off the dribble all the time. He's literally pushing you to where you catching it, elbow extended. You shouldn't, with your back to the basket, elbow extended. You should never catch it there. Why can't you catch it in the dunker spot? Or why can't you catch it with your back to the basket right at the block? Right there. Set up right there, get the ball, and then from there, operate. You ain't got to do too much. He has to do entirely too much to get the ball in the basket. We as a team, when we have to put too much energy into manufacturing points, it looks bad. I agree with you. This is a bad loss. We didn't take advantage of the moment. So if we want to talk about Thibs for a moment, in that spot right there at the end of the game, 2 minutes left in the end of the game, when we're trying to get guys into the game, usually you don't get put in that position. The guys got hurt, so we don't know if he's going to come back in the game. But these guys are ready. They're saying they're ready to go. So now you're in a position where you got to get them back in the game. If your two of your best players need to get back in the game, call the timeout. Fuck it. Call the timeout. If you trying to get your 2 best guys back in the game, fuck it. Just call the timeout. And live with the results after that. We still had a full court shot to take at the end of the game off that rebound. So it's not like we needed to save them. So there's a bunch of things to point to tonight. I just feel like I could predict what it looked like after the first 5 minutes. I don't really care what happened the next 38 minutes. First 5 minutes told me everything I needed to know. We didn't come to play tonight, and we better close it out. We better close it out in Detroit. We better. Don't push this to 7 games, and you at the Garden. You gotta win a game 7 at the Garden. Don't do it.
Yeah, after game 4, my question was, do we have PTSD? Last season, game 5, we lost. They're gonna have to get into Cat's ear, try to get Cat going. That's what Thibs hasn't figured out with Cat yet all season, is him in the low post. I will refer back to, I think it was against Chicago and OKC. Just a bunch of plays he would run down court and he would have position and he wouldn't feed him the ball anyway. You have to figure that out. Mitchell Robinson can set screens. Why isn't he setting screens on, Jalen Durant can't guard Cat. There's a reason why they got Tobias Harris on Cat. I think he's doing a great job on Cat. Whether he's holding him, call it whatever you want, AllBall. He's frustrating him. Cat has a left hand. I've seen him use it. And what's always frustrating me about him since Minnesota, he don't finish with his left hand. Can I blame it all on him? No, because Brunson didn't show up. And he reverted back to what we got into the crazy argument about after in game 2. I seen 3 or 4 straight plays where he had the ball in his hand for the entire 24-second shot clock. One of those possessions. And it was just straight. You can't do that after game 2 and saying I'm the point guard. I got to get my guy the ball. And you're not getting Cat the ball where it needs to be. And also, OG Anunoby only had 1 jump shot in the 4th quarter. And he was the only one from the beginning. I said, he looks great today. Even when he's missing shots, I'm like, I still like every shot he took. I like how clean he's going to the basket. And remember, OG gets way more foul calls than Cat for whatever reason. I don't know if it's because of the way he finishes. I really would like to break that down with somebody one day because Cat's reputation precedes itself. They're lucky that they didn't overturn the call when Tobias Harris fouled him and grabbed his jersey. Then Tobias Harris comes down court and elbows him in the mouth, elbows Cat in the mouth, and Cat gets the foul call on him. That was his 4th foul. Ends up getting his 5th in the 4th quarter. That's my problem with Thibs, just trying to get Cat in the right position all year long. He's not in the right, but he's 7 feet tall, man, and you're not pushing him to play like he's 7 feet. And I did like the fact that he stuck with Mitchell Robinson, though. Like, there were things great that Thibodeau did that I have to respect. Cat was sitting down like at the 6-minute mark in the 1st quarter, and Mitchell Robinson was amazing. Amazing. Those are the 2 glowing things, like the rough dudes that can show up and play against the Pistons. Mitchell Robinson can counter that. Rim protection, deflect, just turning away shots. Cade Cunningham did not have a great game. He didn't. And I also have to give props to the Pistons, man. This is not an accident that they just said every game, the last 3 games the Knicks finished were by less than 9 points or 9 points total. That's not an accident. This is the reason coming into the playoffs, we were saying, yo, this team is way tougher than the Bucks. The Bucks can't fight like this. They can't. The Pistons, the Magic, and the Rockets are all using the competitive nature, the playing dirty, the antics, because they want to compete. And that's what we were doing before with the Julius Randles of the world or whoever, because you really, Emmanuel Mudiay at the point guard. How do you sneak these victories in there? That's what the Pistons are doing. I got to give them their credit, man. In the 1st quarter, we didn't take any shots on the right side of the court. Any. So they came into this game with a specific game plan. They're not going to get going, and maybe that's what flustered us. I don't know who was on what side of the court defensively, but if you look at the shot chart, they're on the left side of the court. All the shots. Then in the 2nd quarter, they kind of mix it up. 3rd quarter, they go back to that, if I'm not mistaken. All the shots on the left side of the court. But in the midst of that, OG Anunoby is still going off. OG's the one who got us down by 1 with that 3-pointer, that amazing 3-point shot over Cade Cunningham in the left wing, right above the break 3-pointer. It was the first game that we've seen all series where OG looked comfortable. And Mikal Bridges was stinking it up in the first 3 quarters, but that 4th quarter, if I'm not mistaken, he's shooting 5 of 8 from the field. That 3-point shot he hit was amazing. So it's the opportunities to get these guys going that Brunson and Thibs, they never figured out all year. Like, I hate to put a damper on this, but these games are so close. We can easily lose in Detroit. We can. And come back to the Garden. This should make me feel depressed. Like when Flea was saying that, I was trying to be in denial. Like, I don't like the way they came out, man. This ain't good. If Brunson's really hurt, this could be dangerous, man. K didn't even have a good game. And they were leading for most of the game, if I'm not mistaken. I know it was up and down, but if I look at let me look at the chart. Yeah, most of the game they were up. 18 lead changes, but I didn't see anything consistent from the Knicks today at all. like OG came close. Also, finally, Brunson figured out what Deuce figured out. If I'm in the paint and Mitchell Robinson's in the game, throw it high off the backboard. 2 guys, 2-3 guys collapse on me. Guess who's gonna get the rebound? Mitchell Robinson did it twice, and it's not even talked about. And to me, that's a Thibs style thing. Like, I thought him having Mitchell Robinson back, he was gonna get back to, okay, Mitch, remember, this is how you get your points. Like, Mitchell Robinson played an amazing game. That's what frustrates me about today. He was killing his way. Everybody's gonna look at, you know, Anthony Davis kind of game or a Joker kind of game. That's not Mitchell Robinson's game. He was playing defense on the perimeter, getting back, falling back on defense. He's showing up, he shows on guards and then falls back into the paint to deflect shots. He just played amazing. This was hard, man. As great as I felt about last game and we snuck it out, I would have thought Cat woke up and Brunson would have woke up in terms of just making sure that the team gets involved, and they didn't. Ever since that first quarter of game 4, we have not had a consistent balanced offense. It's been 8. How many quarters now? That's 7 quarters. It has not been consistent. 7 quarters in a row. So do we blame that on Thibs? Yeah. I think you got hit it on the nose, AllBall. Thibs, Cat, and Brunson, of course they got to take the blame because, damn, man, like, I expected more from Cat, man. I expected more, and they have to figure this out, AllBall. They have to.
I mean, you said something that I'm gonna totally disagree with. That you said Houston, Orlando, whatever tough shit they trying to do, that shit ain't working. They both down 3-1. Orlando about to go home, and Houston is going home. We are the only team that makes regular players look much better than what they are. Tobias Harris is a bum, been a bum. Now all of a sudden he's looking like a great defender. Come on, man. So for me, you know, Dennis Schroeder, decent player. He's actually making a difference on both ends of the floor. This only happens against our Knicks. We have been forever just allowing guys to just look better than what they are. Detroit ain't shit. And I'm listen, I'm not gonna, you know, because I am a sore loser and I'm proud of it. I ain't scared to admit it. But if you gonna sit here and we gonna all lie to ourselves and tell us the refs is not trying to take this series away from us, y'all can all go to hell.
I'll go to hell.
Hey,
y'all
can
go to hell.
Yeah,
I will go to hell.
All right, well, all right. I'll meet you there.
Get the fuck
Not
out
a
of here
problem.
with this ref shit. This
Not
ref shit don't have nothing to do with it.
Can I finish? If you gonna sit there and say the refs ain't got nothing to do with you, yeah, I'll meet you in hell. I will definitely meet you there. And we had that discussion in hell. They are allowing these niggas to push us, hold us, grab us, all type of shit. I'm not saying that's what's deciding the game. I'm just saying that's playing a little minor part. Like I said, I'm watching the game like everybody else. At the end of the day, Detroit ain't special. They ain't doing nothing special. This is what the Knicks do. We are consistently doing dumb shit. Our guys don't show up consistently. The coaching don't show up consistently. And we happen to do this how many times out of 10 at home? This wasn't on the road. This was a closeout game at home. So for me, everybody gets blamed. Only person I'm not blaming is OG. Because like I said, the first half, he was the only one with all the energy on both ends of the floor. Brunson played like shit. Cat played like shit. I'm over Bridges. I've been saying that. And then our bench, which Flea been saying for a while now. We don't, too many times, more than enough, we get nothing from the bench. So, tonight was just a terrible loss. But for all of us to watch these games and say that we get the short end of the stick, pause, when it comes to refereeing, y'all lost your mind. I'm not arguing with nobody with it. I'm not going back and forth with nobody with it. But when we watch these games, they are refereeing us terrible. Terrible. That shot in game, what was that? I guess that was game 4. When they say Tim Hardaway got fouled, he should have got called the foul. But then when everybody got that clip of how they was holding Josh Hart, then you see a whole bunch of clips All they do is hold. That's all they do. They do that little bump where it looked like Brunson is flopping. But no, when you watch it, they are fucking bumping and hip bumping you, and they filing. Once again, they not special. They not special. It's us with our inconsistent play. That's what it is. And it's been like that for Knicks teams for fucking ever. And the shit is driving me crazy, and I'm over it. This was a game we supposed to blow these bum ass niggas out. But when you got a nigga like Dennis Schroeder, who ain't shit, is making a difference on both ends of the floor? Where they do that at with this bum ass nigga? Tobias Harris? Nah, man, nah, this shit is on us. Fuck Detroit. They ain't doing nothing good, nothing special. I'm not impressed. That shit is all on us. Thibs look fucking like he don't know what he doing over there. Brunson tonight, horrific. So for me, I'm giving it to them two guys. That's the reason why we lost. Like I said, Cat had a bad game, but I'm just trying to figure out when is Cat gonna play on the block? I don't know if that's on him to do it, or the coach, or the players, or the point guard. Gotta force him to go down there. But why do you keep getting the ball at half court when we know you only going one way? Why? So we got a whole lot of problems, and Flea, you're correct. This shit better not go to game 7. Because Detroit is playing with house money. House money. They have nothing to lose. And Flea, the floor is yours. This is the problem when you give people confidence. Detroit has confidence. And we didn't smack him in their mouth yet. Because these games are too close. Tonight was the night to prove that Detroit should not be on our level. But we do what Knicks do. We revert back to dumb shit. Dumb shit. To me, that's what it is.
Couple things about Detroit, because I'm not gonna let them sit up there, because I'm gonna be consistent. I said I did not want to see them in the playoffs. I thought there's gonna be a tough matchup for us, and they're a for real team. They got a budding superstar who has the ball in his hand and is a hell of a player. They had a 30-game swing. That is the biggest swing in NBA history. Biggest, longest, it's never been done. Since you've been alive, since anybody in the chat's been alive, it's never been done. They kicked our ass all season long. So what's happening in this series right now, I don't know why you think that all of a sudden we're supposed to be head and shoulders better than this team. We talked about this going into this series. It was going to be a tough series. I still think our best is better than their best, but far too many times we don't put ourselves in position to play our best. We don't play our best. We just don't. And that will always allow them to go through the ebbs and flows of being a younger team, figuring it out, and to get a win here and there, get a good play here and there. Jalen Duren is figuring out, he may be one of the best rebounders in the league right now. One of the best rebounders in the league. Can't keep him off the glass. And this ain't tonight. He's done this all season long. So you could be overconfident if you want to, but watch what's going on. This is not some regular shit. They a good team. We have to come to play every single night. We can't take nights off like tonight and try to rev it up. And we still put ourselves in position to win. Still put ourselves in position to win. Even playing like we were sleepwalking. Like, so again, man, we have to come to play. These guys are pros. Like, we got to stop it with these niggas is bums and all of that. If niggas is bums, we should have swept them. If niggas is bums, we should have been kicking their ass all season long. If they was bums.
Flea, we was up 3-1. Stop it, Flea. Stop, Flea.
And every
Stop.
game, and
we was
like
up 3-1.
just said, every game was
we was up
decided
3-1.
less than 5 points. Like, we are not.
We was up
far
3-1,
ahead of this
Flea.
team. Stop it.
Yep,
Stop it.
Flea, hold on. After Kate Cunningham, who's their next best player?
I don't know. Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren, and they're playing well. Whether you think they nice or not, they playing well right now. Whether you
Nigga, they not
they're
nice.
good,
They
they're
not.
playing well.
they not nice. Everybody plays well against us.
No, it don't. Like I just said, whether you think they're overall a good player or not, the fact of the matter is, in the last 5 games, these niggas have played well.
Y'all making it, they not special. Y'all giving them too much credit. Them niggas is not that special.
Stop overlooking this team like they a lottery team. That's not it no more.
Ain't nobody say all that, Flea. Ain't nobody say there's a lottery team, but y'all giving them too many props.
So
they ain't all that.
You just said Cade Cunningham. With one guy on their team that's good, that makes them a lottery team. If you got one guy that's good.
I never said there was a lottery team. All I said was them dudes is okay. They ain't what everybody making them out to be. Them niggas ain't special. After Cade Cunningham, all them other niggas is regular. That's how I feel. They ain't show me nothing that's spectacular.
And the problem is Bridges, Brunson, Cat probably feel the same way. And they got their ass kicked tonight. And they got their fucking ass kicked tonight because they probably feel the same way you feel. Come to play every night. It's pros. This is the NBA. You niggas, and that's what I was saying to Fabian the other day. We're not good enough to come into a game thinking that we could just relax for the first 2 quarters. We're not that good. We're not.
Yeah, I just don't like the way you talked about them before the playoffs, AllBall, and now they won 2 games in the playoffs. Like, this is a young team. The young team.
Man, we was up 3-1 with these niggas. Get out of here, man. Okay. We should have closed out the night, man. Stop.
Right.
Stop. It wasn't 2-2. It wasn't 2-2. It wasn't we was down 1-3-1. Stop it. We was up 3-1, and tonight we were supposed to win. We didn't win. My thing is this. It shouldn't have been what this is. Y'all giving them too much credit. Just like y'all gave Memphis so much credit. I'm sorry for cutting you off. I apologize.
Not the same way you gave the Milwaukee Bucks so much credit. And where they at? They should have got swept. We could have easily lost this series 4-1. You forgetting game 1 was a campaign miracle. Now I was trying to take it easy. But you doing too much.
A campaign miracle. How's that a miracle? Nigga been.
Where's he been at? You talk about Schroeder and these dudes. Nobody showed up, and if we have all the better players, the top 3, 4, 5 players on the court, why didn't they show up today? Why is it that we shot 43% today, and in game 2 we shot 42%? And even when we shot well in game 1, we almost lost that one. This could have easily been a closeout game for Detroit going into game 6, or we could have been down 2-0 going to Detroit in game 3. To not give them credit. The second best defense in the league since January 1st. This is not nothing small. They revamped their team in the offseason, and they did a great job. They just did. What was Brunson doing today? 4 of 16. They didn't do what Tom Thibodeau did when Jimmy Butler was hurt. Not setting no screens. They were putting, we only shot shots on the left side of the court in the first quarter. That's the exact same game plan we've seen for Jalen Brunson every other single series before this year. The exact same approach. Nah, he can't go to the right side of the court. Just let him shoot from over there. They have a strategy. So, and then you want to say that the Houston Rockets are bums, the Orlando Magic are bums, the Detroit Pistons are bums. Yeah, but they all at least won a game. And now we're in game 6. Them other guys got them up out of there. How did Boston, they're about to get the Magic up out of there. How did they get them up out of there? Because they can play. They don't have to worry about their third best player showing up. They show up. They have offensive schemes. There is no worry about this. The third game 3, Porzingis was shooting too many shots. So Mazzulla said, you know what? We're going to start rolling Porzingis to the rim. They switched the game plan. What the hell did we do? Once again, we can't switch a game plan on a supposed bum team. Then that's a problem that we have. It's not just us letting these bad teams look good. It's Brunson, Cat. These guys are making them look good. That's on us. This is horrible. I feel bad. This could end up even worse. We do not want to see this thing back at the Garden. A lot of pressure for Cat. A lot of pressure for Jalen Brunson if he's hobbled. A lot of pressure for OG to show up. And you know Mikal Bridges is feeling the pressure with the 5 draft picks. That's all they remind him about. Tom Thibodeau. He's fired. If we go to game 7, he should get fired at halftime. Like, you can't. If we go to game 7, that's crazy. You can't figure this out. Once again, our offense is stifled. Why? We have none. There is no real offensive scheme. We relied too heavily on one-on-one play from Cat and Jalen Brunson. It was horrible. The defense that the Pistons put up is not no shabby defense. You have to be able to manipulate that defense, show something else. I didn't like when Brunson went to the corner, got a double team, and could have kicked it to Josh Hart sooner, but took 3 dribbles into a double team. Bro, OG's on fire. Then Josh Hart finally gets the ball, gives it to OG. OG throws a dumbass pass to Mitchell Robinson underneath the basket. It's too late for all that. They have no rhythm. They don't practice that shit. This is what they practice in practice? Practice. That's what y'all do? This is horrible. 2 best players on the team, and this is what we get? Nah, man, this is a totally winnable game. If you had their superstar was shooting like 4 of 11 by the time he went to the fourth quarter, totally winnable. And it kept feeling like it was slipping out of the palm of our hands every second of the game. And I was trying to fight through it, but Flea was right from the fucking beginning. This energy is horrible. Horrible. There's a monkey on our back. Cat got a monkey on his back now. No more Mad Lion. He just lying. He just lying.
Look, it didn't look good from the word go. Even from the jump ball. He didn't even want to jump for the jump ball. Did y'all see the first from the tip? Pause. He didn't even want to get off his feet. That should let you know right there what type of time we on. First play of the game, last game, we got a paint touch for Cat. 2 points. First play of the game. We went to Cat. We had a cross screen action. He came across the lane, got a paint touch. And this is what we're talking about. Why does he never get touches around the rim or by the block? Why is he always catching the ball at the top of the key or something like that? The first play of the game, he caught it in the paint. All he had to do was turn around and put it in the rim. There's things that we can run. We know how to get this guy open and take advantage of the matchups. We don't do it. We're up 3-1. This is game 5 of the NBA playoffs, first round. Why do I need to tell you that? Why do I need to prepare y'all for that? Like, we love talking about coaching. Everybody in the comments, YouTube niggas, y'all, everybody love talking about coaching. Man, I'm always coming from a player's perspective. What the fuck are you going to do on the basketball court to make something happen? He can't do it from over there. He don't got no kicks on. He could direct you but so much. If you up 3-1 and you in a game 5 to close it out, why do I need to let you know, play with some energy? Okay, let me do the X's and O's. Let me put you in position. But why do I have to tell you, yo, you got to come out here with a sense of urgency and get these niggas out of here? That's not coaching. That's a player. That's a guy not ready to play. Flat out. Like, so, yeah, we could blame who we want to blame. Everybody gets some blame. At the end of the day, this is game 6. We done played like damn near 90 games already. What the fuck else we got to talk about? Go out there and finish these niggas off.
Well, AllBall, the poll is up in the chat, and the blame for the Knicks tonight, according to the chat, 4% for Cat, 9% for Brunson, 27% for Tom Thibodeau, and 60% for the entire team. So they're fair about it. I should have put everybody except OG.
I mean,
You know,
at this point, I hear the poll. I don't really care about none of that shit right now. I'm gonna be honest. This tonight, you know, all year we struggled with bad teams, and I'm not gonna say Detroit is a bad team because they're in the playoffs. They was legit, whatever seed, 6 seed, but you know, I disagree with both of y'all. I don't see nothing special from them. I see that you know, they're coach tough. And the game plan is, you know, physical. That's it. They don't do nothing special. But I do see the coach coaching. I see him get a tech called on him because he's fighting for his plays and for certain calls. I don't see Tom Thibodeau doing anything on the sideline. So, Fleet, certain things with that, that could be a discussion for another time. But I disagree. You do need coaches to do some type of motivation. I understand these guys is grown, and you know, you Tom Thibodeau's not on the court, but how many games this season, you know, we struggle with Chicago and Portland and Washington and, you know, just bad teams. So for me, you know, tonight everybody does get the blame, but We was up 3-1. And you know, everybody that said Detroit this, Detroit that, we was up 3-1. Beat them twice back to back on the road in Detroit. So for me, like I said, I understand about them guys being good players, but what everybody's making it out to be, I'm not going for it. Like I told y'all in the chat, the refs is trying to make up for the whatever miscall with Josh Hart and Tim Hardaway Jr. Is evident. Cat gets no calls. Nobody gets no calls. But I just think tonight we just played a horrific game, and I'm not gonna lie to myself. I watched the game, and Flea, you was correct in the group chat off the rip. Energy was terrible. Today was played like it was a regular season game. This is game 5 at home to close out to go to the next round.
Yeah.
And we stunk it up. Stunk it up. And we're giving a team that, my opinion, as great as they played all season, I understand who Kate Cunningham is. They beat our asses, you know, regular season games, but we are giving this team confidence. That's all we are doing night in and night out. Every time we play this team, we are giving them confidence because we don't stomp on their neck. And you know how you stomp on their neck? We have a guy, we have a 7-footer that should nobody on that team be able to guard. But we don't fucking utilize him, and he don't know how to utilize his fucking powers. Because he want to be a point guard and a shooting guard. So for me, it's just a bad loss. I'm not nervous if it goes to game 7, but I just think, you know, I'm more worried that Brunson is not going to get no rest and get that ankle to heal up. Because he's injury prone. I just gotta be honest. And I think tonight was more important for him to where he can get some rest. You know, but now you gotta suck it up, pause. And now we gotta go to Detroit and try to do probably damn near the impossible. And that's pull off a win. So, you know, for me, it's just a bad loss. And you know, I understand with the poll, but I think everybody gets equal blame except OG. I blame everybody equally, from Brunson, the cat, to Thibs, to the bitch, to Bridges. I think the only one that shouldn't get no blame is OG. But I agree with both of y'all with that part. As far as like just the way we played today, you cannot play like that in the playoffs. Games like that, you will get your ass stomped. And, you know, we still had an opportunity. We were still in the game. Cat hit the big 3 damn near from half, tied it up. And then from there, I don't know what the hell happened. So that's why for me, I don't respect this team. Now I'm starting not to like this team because they're trying to win a basketball series by just fouling, holding, and being tough. So for me, I'm good on that. They're not better than us, but the way they're being coached and the way that they're playing, listen, man, Tibbs got to figure something out on that sideline because he's the coach. So I just want to see what type of game plan and strategy he's going to come up with for Game 6 because Detroit, that shit going to be tough. The refs is going to be roughing this thing real close. Come on, we had Kay Cunningham in foul trouble and we couldn't even exploit that and do nothing with that. So it's just today was just bad, man. It was just bad, man. Just bad.
Lee, I don't like hearing the words 3-1. Like to blow it, like 3-1 is like that's a curse in the last 10 years. How many 3-1s have been blown? I couldn't even get a good laugh at Doc Rivers tonight because we fucking lost this game, bro. And Doc Rivers is the king of losing 3-1 leads. Because you know, he doesn't keep his eyes on the prize, baby. Bye-bye. I think my voice cracked. Playoff basketball is here and it's heating up. And Prize Picks is the best place to get real money action while watching your favorite sports. Sign up today and get $50 instantly when you play $5. You don't even need to win and receive the $50 bonus. It's guaranteed. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Run your game.
Baby Bubba.
Baby Bubba.
Um,
Good teams take teams out, man. Cleveland won game 4 by 30. They win game 4 by 40. OKC wins game 1 by 50. They down 30 in game 3, and they come back by down 30 and kick their ass. Right? Like, good teams know how to weather storms. They know what the moment looks like. They know put a team away so we could get rest. So prepare for the next team, because the next team is going to be a bigger challenge, right? Like, OKC had to get rid of Memphis because guess what? If they play Denver or the Clippers, it's going to be a dogfight. So let's do the things necessary to get them out of here, right? We want to go through a 7-game series right now. We want to go through a 7-game series and then potentially just go into the next round against Boston and think we just ready to go through a 7-game series with Boston after going through a knockdown drag out with a young, scrappy Detroit Pistons team. Like, handle your business. That's why this is disappointing tonight. Handle your business. You extend the series now. You got to go back to Detroit. Who's to say we're going to beat Detroit 3 times in a row in Detroit? That's not easy. Beating the team 3 times in a row at their crib. I want to see us do it. Do I believe we could do it? Sure. But I have to see it first. This team has not built confidence and hasn't built enough equity to say, oh, the Knicks going into Detroit and they're going to get a W. They have not. We came back to the crib tonight and OG said it. That was so beautifully said. He said, we came back tonight, played tonight like it was a regular season game. These niggas played like it was a Thursday night in January. Are you kidding me? No. From top to bottom. If everybody on that sideline that got blue and orange on, if every coach on that coaching staff that is part of the Knicks organization, if everybody don't know that, yo, this is our opportunity to let people know, yo, this team is for real. All this speculation. We got our super producer on here all season long, 82 games straight, referencing the team from last year. Why? Because he don't like this team yet. He can't trust this team. He has no idea what this team is going to give him on a night-to-night basis. Has no clue. OG, this team has driven you crazy all season long, myself included. Tonight could have been the night to say, stop all that. We're going to close this series out, infuse some confidence into the city, to the rest of the fan base. Yo, we here, and we ready for Boston. Boston got these niggas out of here in 5, so did we. We're going to get the same amount of rest. We're going to get the same amount of preparation, and we're going to be ready to go. But no, we still got to be focused on stopping Cade Cunningham from kicking our ass. We still got to focus on Jalen Duren, keeping him off the glass, right? Fuck getting ready for Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, the champions. Forget getting ready for that. So, yeah, I fully agree with y'all two brothers, man. Completely disappointed outing tonight. And I am looking again for the first 5 to 7 minutes of game 6. That is what I'm looking at. I know there's a lot of basketball to play after that, but I want us to set a tone. If we are who we are, we're supposed to be. OG thinks we are head and shoulders better than this team. And if that is the case, come out and set the tone in game 6. Take the crowd out of it. We was able to do that for 2 games. This is a closeout game at their crib. Take the crowd out of it. Jalen Rose, go home. Chris Webber, get the fuck out of here. Ben Wallace, Chauncey, go home. Take everybody out of it and win. So,
with that bum ass Legends row they got the that shit is trash. Isaiah Thomas looking crazy. Let me start going in.
Little Caesar's pizza is garbage. Y'all ever had that shit?
That shit is horrendous. It tastes like cardboard. It was only available. I was in Jersey one time. That's the only thing available for the kids, and I'm just like, oh, we can't eat this. Like, we gotta go somewhere else. This is bad. But to do what you are saying we should do is in order to succeed, we have to remain consistent. And we do have some consistent members in the chat, supporters. Matthew Carter, appreciate you always.
Hold on, real quick, baby. Before you get to the super chat, before you get out of here, hold on. 100 rabid Nick fans. 100 rabid Nick fans. We couldn't take out a gorilla. 100 of us going bonkers. We couldn't take out a gorilla.
Maybe if the gorilla had a Detroit Pistons jersey on, get their ass kicked. It's the dumbest. That's the dumbest challenge I ever heard, man. These niggas is
100 niggas.
I'm being honest, bro. If it after what the gorilla gonna do to about 4 or 5 people, the other 94, 95, 96 is out of here, bro.
They got to use their brand like, yeah, nah, I'm cool.
My nigga, I'm not even playing with that.
Yo, 100 of us could get it out of there, man. That nigga gonna get tired, man.
What you gonna do? Try to grab the gorilla?
Go look up a gorilla's cardiovascular system, man. That nigga's gonna get tired, man. 100 of us?
It ain't. See, you think he actually has to defeat 100 people?
That's what I said. You know what I said? I said, well, what's the gorilla gonna do? Tap out? What he gonna do? Say I'm done?
Exactly.
What he gonna do? Say I'm done?
Somebody gonna try to grab the gorilla and just start getting dragged.
Though he gonna rip one of somebody's face. He gonna bite somebody's face off, and he's like, "Oh, all right." Yeah,
what are they gonna do? Try to punch the gorilla?
Yo,
you gotta.
What are they go?
You gotta put a Reggie Miller jersey on him. Then we might have a chance.
But shout out to whoever came up with that, because it just came out of nowhere and it just picked up steam, and then everybody picked up on it. That's one of them fun things about social media. That I got.
It's just some fun shit. It's bullshit. I'm not doing nothing with no gorillas. Don't find me next to none of that. Like I said, like my man just said to me a little while. There's a reason humans made weapons. Like, there's a reason why we got weapons and shit like that. We can't fuck with them niggas with our hands. Hell no. No.
There's a reason why we don't live in the jungle.
Yeah, come on.
Matthew Carter, baby Bubba, run your game. Appreciate you always, man. Myth, I blame this loss on Leon Rose for giving up 5 first-round draft picks for that bum Bridges. Every chance we get, Knicks fans, every chance we get. Sugarman, I got to give you props, Sugarman. Of course, give your cash prize. Y'all won whatever. But I got to give you props because at least you didn't show up like the night of. He waited a couple days, man. He's like, you know what, guys?
Threw us some bread. Just so niggas could. And threw us some bread. Yo.
You will listen. I'm not.
Send that nigga, send his money back. Sugarman, your money not good over here. Send his money back, man.
Sugarman says, how about them Cavs? 55-point ass whooping without our all-star point guard. Clear proof we're winning it all. Salute, my brothers. Clear proof you would like to be disappointed. Boston will wax that ass. OKC will wax that ass. The Minnesota Timberwolves might wax y'all too. Yeah, we going there. Hey.
But not our Knicks, right? You can't say that, right?
Come on, man. I'm not gonna go into
how we go from owning them, and that's the same damn team, damn near. I know there's little tweaks that's different, but we've owned them to the point where it's now we can't even fuck with them. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Ralph Venture Bro Lewis, it's been an hour and I'm still thinking about that dumbass foul from which one? One of them shouldn't even be called for. I know in the first quarter he had a stupid ass foul too. He always gets a dumb. No, the second quarter, because he didn't have any fouls in the first quarter. Jesus Christ. Hey, y'all. June 21st. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Sockasty High School. Kenny Anderson's second annual basketball showcase. June 21st at Sockasty High School in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Kenny Anderson's second annual basketball showcase on June 21st. Be there or be square. AllBall TV. We'll be there. You crazy? Yes, you crazy? Flea, AllBall. Any last words on this abysmal loss? People want me to sound like I should be cheery about this loss. This is crazy.
I mean, all I gotta say is, as bad as we played, we still had an opportunity to win the game. That just shows you how good Detroit is.
At least coming around, AllBall. Flea, any last word? Class of words.
Yo, man, this is the playoffs, man. This is the playoffs. Every possession matters. Every game matters. Like, it's time.
Rico, thank you.
You got over a month. You got well over a month. If he's signing you up for that, if he signed, nigga in the back was hat. I'm not even talking to the brother in the middle. The nigga with the back was hat. If he's signing you up for that, just come out there and be ready. If he's signing you up for that.
Yo, Flea, you see what Dylan Brooks be doing, right? Get ready, motherfucker. Get ready. Lights King gang in the building. See, when is the game?
Tomorrow.
No, it's not.
Who? Golden State.
No, not fuck Golden State. The Knicks.
Oh, where we at today? This is Tuesday.
Yeah.
What was it? Thursday.
What a sloppy ending.
Friday.
Hold on, Knicks schedule. Hold on. Saturday, May 1st, Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, guys.
Thursday.
We lost to these niggas, man. I'll see y'all later, man. Get me out of here, man. This shit is crazy. Thursday,
y'all. KNICKS Rehab. AllBall TV.
They scared, but I'm not.
They don't like comentario.
Y suscribe.